Hey Dunbar, I'm Sia, and today I'm here with
Ellen Hopkins,
an author who's going to be talking to Dunbar students today. So, Ms. Hopkins, you write a lot of controversial books about important issues like mental health and abuse. How important do you think it is for teenagers to be reading about these type of topics?
I think it's vital. I think like adolescence is the time when you're figuring yourself out and you're figuring out life and the people around you and your parents and all these big giant questions in your mind. And I think what I can do is bring some perspective into kind of a more narrow space, if that makes sense to you. Right. So I'm a lot older than you are, so I probably have a little more perspective than you.
Yeah. But due to your subject matter being so controversial and talking about these important issues, your books have faced a little bit of backlash or challenges. So how do you overcome those challenges?
It's by knowing, so for me, it's not about book sales, it's about putting my books into the hands that need them. So that's the problem for me, is that there are kids that do need my books that are not finding them. And so I fight, I'm fighting. I'm part of a class action lawsuit that's fighting it. I do a lot of talks. I go to school board meetings and talk to school boards that are not unfriendly school boards. So I'm willing to go out and do the work and put the legwork in to make sure that they're there.
Right. And I know you do take a lot of inspiration from your family and your life. So how do you navigate how you incorporate your personal life and your inspirations from that into a fictional narrative about it?
By making it fictional. So that way, and for writers out there, if there are any writers out there, if you want to write those spaces, fictionalizing allows you to step away, to change the things that you don't want to represent, to give a happy ending or a not happy ending to whatever ending it actually is in real life, I guess.
Right.
So, and it's like, not all my books are based on my life, but they are based on real people's lives. So whether they're friends, they're sometimes readers give me their stories, stuff I see in the news, whatever. I write real, and I write real life, and I can't pretty it up if it's not pretty in real life, because I respect my readers enough to believe that they can not only handle it, but should be able to learn how to maneuver their way through these situations.
Right. Yeah. And I know you did take a long time to find that belonging as a writer to write these books for teens. So what experiences or moments really led you to ultimately writing books for teenagers?
So my way into writing for a living was freelance journalism. So I did that for a number of years. And then I moved into children's nonfiction. And I actually published 20 nonfiction books before I started writing fiction. And then it was a family story, my daughter's story of meth addiction, that really inspired me to write my first novel, Crank. And I wanted to represent how quickly that addiction could happen and try to steer other kids away from making those same decisions.
Right. Yeah, and I love all your books, as I'm sure a lot of Dunbar students really look forward to reading your books, and they really do relate to a lot of students. So thank you for coming on.